So John Napoli, as you said, is the rat
Yeah,
that ratted you out.
He's the one that ratted me out for all my hidden treasures.
Because
yes.
you have stuff here that goes back to
The original, when we originally came.
1897.
Yes, yes, we do.
So you want to show us around and give us the true museum tour.
Yes, I will. I have no problem with that.
Would you say this place is kind of frozen in time, in terms of its decor and all of that?
Yes, I would. It's stuck basically with the few artifacts that are from probably the early 1900s. All the rest is probably from the 30s and 40s, and a few things from the 20s. Nowadays, you call it a stash, but years ago they used to put booze in here. They used to pick it up. I can't do it right now because if I do, the record's going to fall. They used to put booze in there, and nowadays I think you may call a stash for drugs, maybe. I don't know, but that's now.
That's a Prohibition hiding.
Oh, okay. That's exactly what that is. Graphs on the wall are pictures of my aunts when they were confirmed and communion, both of them. Okay, my thing understanding is I don't understand why any of them are smiling. I thought you were supposed to be happy at your communion and confirmation, but none of them.
There was an article that just came out on that.
I've actually heard about this. I know what you're going to say. We think it's because like they're stoic and that was the way, but actually smiling in public was considered kind of like you were buffoonish and a little freaky.
Yeah,
so
silly. Yeah, correct.
Right? Isn't that the gist of it?
Yeah, so it was considered kind of buffoonish and kind of like a dopey thing to do.
Yes, right.
So when they took the pictures, looking dour and serious was
so you're
considered a
saying
more
that-
higher class.
Yes.
Okay,
They were
so
trying to look
you're trying to
presentable.
say that it looks more Victorian and more.
Yeah, that was the vibe. Then you should look.
Okay.
Is that another Victrola?
Yes, this is another It's another. In the old days, it was called a gramophone. I was cleaning it not too long.
Well, let me ask you a question. Is there a difference between a Victrola and a gramophone?
Yes, this is more of a wind-up, stand-up. This is more of a portable one that goes around. I found while I was cleaning this 2 years ago, what happened was I cleaned it, and I happened to find, lo and behold, the articles of where they bought them. The date on here is 1908. Is that what it says on the top, or 1906 in the corner?
So this has been in this house since
Yes.
1906, 1908.
Yes, it is. It's an original. Was it say 08? Well, I thought it was a little, because the back says 1908. Now, whether it's the model, I don't know.
So between 1908 and 1916.
Yes.
That's pretty good either way.
Yes.
That's over
It's a
100.
little- It's a little older than us, I think. And
It's been here 100
the
years.
people who made it, the people who bought it, and the people who brought it over are all deceased. But the piece of furniture is still hanging out here. A gramophone, which you put a 78 record on, and you wind it up on the side. Over there's a handle, and you wind it up, and you play, and it plays. It's when we had the great blackout in New York City, I was playing this, and everybody was wondering where the music was coming from because nobody else had electric, but we just had that there.
This is, to me, so iconic of this neighborhood.
So that's San Gennaro. That's the first flag of San Gennaro.
So now was this from the San Gennaro banner?
Yes, this was the first banner made from San Gennaro. Okay, 1926, it started to deteriorate, and I took it, and somebody gave it to me, and I had it framed. Okay, it's the first flag that was ever there. It seems that John Frater and the Vitale family are the first ones that started the feast. Pat, the phonograph, it's a radio, shortwave radio that was used during World War II. Of course, at that time, really nobody had televisions, so it was a shortwave radio. If you notice on it, it says Rome, Berlin. It still works. Okay, it works with things nobody knows about. I think it's called tubes in the back of the thing. It's called tubes. This is also a phonograph, okay, where you play records on. Records such as, I think the word now is vinyl. Is that the vinyl records? That's what they called them now. It was played on here, and the usually was 78s.
I had to stop them because we got so much information coming out. Michael, tell us what's up there, that poster.
The poster, that's the poster of Our Lady of Mount Carmel, which is on 116th Street and between 1st and 2nd Avenue. 1st and Pleasant Avenue. Okay. During the war, most women, especially First and Second World War, most women made a promise, in Italian, promesso. They made a promise, and hopefully that the children, whoever is in the war, male or female, will come home safe and alive. So as a promise, most women started on Hester and the Bowery, walked straight up 3rd Avenue to Our Lady of Mount Carmel, basically barefoot and pregnant, and carried candles in respect. I have pictures of the Blessed Mother being carried, and I have pictures of the procession, 2,000 to 3,000 people strong.
Yes.
These are, what are these? We just described these the other day.
I had never heard of these until John told me.
The thing,
This is whole worth the price of admission.
this whole thing,
Hold on, I'm just gonna say I had no idea what this was until John told me. You got to see what this is. I would never have figured it out in a million years.
know out there what it is?
I would be. I mean, I'm sure there people who are, but I had no idea what it was.
It's a left-handed mustache cup. It's a mustache cup. So gentlemen, mostly in that era, had a mustache, so it would not get dirty, nor anything such as cheese be still stuck on his mustache. Okay, and you put your mustache usually settled right on the rim, and you drank your coffee or tea or espresso, basically.
So I got to ask you this: 1897.
Correct.
This is 2025,
Yes.
right? So if my math is kind of good, that's what 100 and
Almost 126 years.
126 years.
Yes.
Why keep this going?
Why? For me, because it's my identity. It's my family's identity. As you know, nowadays, everything gets lost. It's called, I think, 23andMe. Why should we go through that when we have it right at our fingertips? Okay? People like my nieces, my cousins, all they have to do is walk in the front door, and that's their whole family history, from Italy to here. So why is it looking the condition it looks in, and why? I like it. I'm comfortable living here. If somebody else wants to come to visit, it's my pleasure. You're more than welcome to stay, look around, and do whatever else you want. I have no problem with that.